So here we have the cards. They have been shuffled. We'll cut them into 3 and we'll see what messages would like to come through for the collective. We've got sunshine today. It's rather lovely. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the energy of today is 1, 9, which is 10, plus 8, which is 18. So you add the 1 and the 8 together, which comes back to 9. So this is an ending day. It's a culmination of things, a letting go, even though it's the first of the month. It's a letting go of old, stagnant energies that we've been led to believe are our reality. And for some people, that's a very difficult thing to let go of things that are familiar to us, even though they are particularly gruesome. As a lot of people feel that that's how life is, will be, and will be forever and a day. But this is massive, massive change. And if we can surrender and release and let go, and open the doors to embrace something that is so different. We've never ever, as a humanity, experienced anything like this before. So for some it is very scary, and for others it's so exciting. It's a breath of fresh air. It's a feeling of at last we can let go. We can open our hearts, open our arms, open our minds, open our very beings to let something truly, absolutely magnificent come in. So, 7 of Wands. This is the energy presenting itself for October, but it can change. So I would say this could be the first week. 7 days, 7 Wands. So battling, infighting, division. So this is how the powers that used to be want us. They want us to be fighting among ourselves. I'm right, you're wrong. So that we're not focused on unity consciousness, the bringing together of everybody. They want us to fight. They want us to find fault with everybody and everything around us. This then puts pressure on our, not just our minds, but our nervous systems, our sense of gloom and doom. It's a 9, so which is lovely. So again, it's the endings of seeing things how they were. This card sometimes represents mental anguish, this feeling of, in some cases, wanting to take their own lives. So there may be certain people who have been in the hierarchy of the power structure who might be getting to that point where they think they cannot get away with all the things that they've been messing about with, and might be contemplating leaving us by whatever means. It doesn't feel that it's the sense of the collective. This is much more to do with a feeling of the collective has had enough, and they are starting to retaliate, to stand up, to claim back the sovereignty and find out the truth about things, because it cannot be hidden for too much longer. So whenever we have a page, they are bringers of news. So this one here is fire, Page of Wands. So even though we are in Libra season, which is air energy, and air is the swords, communication, how we receive news, how we communicate with everybody around us. So this is very, very fast moving energy. In the story of Jason and the Golden Fleece, this was the ram before he became just a fleece. So he had magical qualities, he could fly. And here we have this young character aboard the fleece, escaping something that could have ended his life. And there's a feeling here of getting the hell out of there. So even though there are storm clouds behind him, there is a sun coming up over the horizon and beautiful green, lush fields. So there's something coming our way. There's news of a great unfoldment, a coming together of plans that have been working in the background for a very long time. So it seems in recent past that the Golden Fleece here, the ram, suggests to me the gold standard. If we look to the past, in the past 8 months or so at the beginning of 2024, this is to do with the adventure that a lot of people have set out on to bring things into the collective consciousness of how we can move forward. So rather than buying into the doom and the gloom and isn't it awful, isn't it terrible, how will we ever survive, the energy of the Eight of Wands is new horizons. Let's go and find the Golden Fleece, whatever that might mean to you. Let's go, even though there may be obstacles, there may be challenges along the way, we're going to do it anyway. The ship is in full sail. The wind is in its sails. The dolphins are that magical energy of joy, joyfulness, playfulness, escorting us out of a time of being manipulated, being held down. So this is a sense of freedom, of being able to climb aboard this amazing vehicle and take us to a new horizon, new lands, and it's all within ourselves. And once we can embrace that, then these things emerge externally. So coming up in the next couple of weeks, first 2 weeks of October, there's an awful lot of people who are, this is a card of exhaustion. 10 of Wands. 10s are always about celebration in a way as well, and 10 is a beginning, a new way of working with our energies, dealing with things. So in this story, this is Jason. He's found the Golden Fleece. The Argo in the background, a bit battered and after the adventure. And this says to me, surrender and release. Do not continue to do the same things the same way that you've done them before, because it will not work. This is like putting energy into something that's dead and buried. So rather than dragging a coffin round behind you and every now and then you open up the lid and look at the rotting corpse representing parts of your life, your existence, is to say, right, that's dead and buried. I either burn it, I bury it, I say goodbye to it, it is completed, it is finished with. And then once you get your arse in gear again, that's when things can start to move in a completely different direction. So we have the Magician. This is Mercury energy. And Mercury is the messenger of the gods. He's the god of the crossroads. He's also the god of commerce. So this says to me that the way things are bought and sold is to change. It is to be very, very different to how things have been bartered in the past. So a lot of the old ways, ancient ways of trading amongst people will be returning. They'll be polished up a little bit, but they will be returning. So you may find that how things are supplied to us, how things are grown, how things are distributed, that will change dramatically. Page of Pentacles. So we have 2 pages. So not quite a book, but a couple of chapters. So here we have all of these new beginnings, this little seedlings popping up in the fields, beautiful lush fields in the background. So an energy of growth already there. And the page here, yes, he's a bringer of news, but this is also, this is also bringing a fresh new look or energy to how things are grown, manufactured, and redistributed around the planet. So we'll take a few more.